If you Google homemade poison with borax, this is what you're going to get. If you follow the recipe on Google, it states half a cup of sugar, 1.5 tablespoons of borax, and 1.5 cups of water. But this is what you're going to have. This is way too runny. I want it syrupy. See this? How are you going to pour that out on a surface? Now we could add glycerin to it, but it's just too much water. We want a syrup so it will stick and not just run everywhere. So we're going to mix 3 parts sugar to 1 part borax. Now you want to mix it dry initially. So you want to add a little bit of water at a time. And we want it to be a syrup or a paste. And mix it up real good. As you can see, I added too much water. But at least now we can pour a little bit at a time out. See, you want it to be able to bead up like that on a piece of cardboard, where you can lay it where you're going to have a problem with your ants. Like I said, I added too much water. That's like when I mix concrete, I'm always adding too much of the water at a time. And see, within 5 minutes I've got ants digesting, taking in that sugar and not knowing that there's borax in there, and hopefully they take it back to the queen. 7 minutes later, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 ants on it. Good stuff. And it's not toxic. People wash their clothes in it. It's just borax and sugar. It hasn't even been 10 minutes and they're already getting their fill of it here on the patio table. Okay, 15 minutes later, tons of them. So at this point, we're going to figure out where they're coming. So they're coming up the leg right here. So put us a little right here. And they're instantly coming to that. Good stuff, guys. Homemade, didn't have to pay for it, except for, I think it's $6 for a box of this, but I keep this for taxidermy and doing turkey mounts and stuff. I think it's $6 at Walmart. Funny, because they're actually going into my bait jar now. Good stuff. First step in ant eradication is to figure out how they're getting in. Then just take a spoonful and it doesn't take long. And if you do this, I guarantee you will get rid of your ants in less than 12 hours without any kind of harsh chemicals, insecticides, or anything. Just borax and sugar. I don't know what these are carrying out of my house. I have been experimenting with the mixture, and this is about 2 to 1 sugar to borax, and they're still eating it. and they will take it on back to the queen and eradicate the nest. Check it out, guys. A fly is now eating it. How awesome! See, it hasn't been 5 minutes and they are just devouring it. If you run hummingbird feeders, you know what the problem the ants are with them. We have two options. We can put oil or grease around that, or we can just take a piece of cardboard and put our homemade free concoction on the ground and take care of the nest. And with this one, I just let it run down the shepherd's hook. And I put some on the ground, but the problem is it's going to soak into the ground and not be nearly as effective, but they will immediately start eating. But you always have problems with ants all over your hummingbird feeder, which is amazing to think that they came all the way up the shepherd's hook to there to find the sugar and then fill their bellies and go back and leave a pheromone trail for the others to follow. But we don't want to spray this. We don't want to put any of this borax around here because we don't know how it would harm the hummingbirds.